You're watching News 3 Now this morning.
Welcome back. Hooks Cheese is set to release a 20-year cheddar in the 608 today, and we've got a taste of what to expect.
Josh Sprider is live this morning, talking about this 20-year-old cheddar. You're taste testing it this morning, right?
Getting a little taste here, guys. Really expensive taste, because this is some rare stuff. I've even got a little bit of it in my hand for you to see. Again, this is a 20-year cheddar that Hooks Cheese is set to release later on today in Mineral Point. This is the third release of a 20-year cheddar here at Hooks. Tony Hook himself is up early with us this morning. Tony, good morning.
Good morning.
Congratulations on another successful 2-decade run here for some sharp cheddar.
Thank you. Yes, this is the third release. This batch happens to be a white cheddar. The very first batch was released in 2015. One of our customers was kind enough to drop this off. And this was a yellow cheddar. The first two were yellow. The batch today that we will cut at 5 o'clock tonight is a white cheddar.
So there's a lot of work behind the scenes that, of course, goes into what we get to enjoy at home.
Right, right. Of course, the make. Today we're making cheddar, about 10 hours to make the cheese, but then it's the aging process that makes it what it is. So we'll put it in the cold storage, let it start aging. The bacteria, the starter cultures, start working it, and then they die out and the enzymes start changing the proteins in the cheese. So over time, it gets more flavorful. From 3 to 5 years, it gets more acidic. Then it starts smoothing out and getting calcium lactate crystals like you can see on the whole exterior of this block. Some people like crystals in their cheese. It's got the same texture as salt, but it doesn't really have any flavor. It's just kind of a crunch.
That's so fascinating. So really today's event is all about celebrating your customer base. I mean, you already mentioned Paul, one of your loyal customers, dropping off that first release, which is now a 28-year cheddar.
28 years.
That's incredible.
Yep. He says someday he's going to try it.
Someday, who knows? Maybe you got to get to 30. We'll see if we get a couple more years. So, talk a little bit about being here at Mineral Point, what the community is like for you in supporting your business.
So Mineral Point has always been very supportive. We moved to Mineral Point in 1976. We took over a small co-op, and in 1987, we purchased this plant, my wife Julie and I. And Mineral Point has always been about supporting all of their small local businesses. And so the event tonight is just another celebration of Mineral Point and Hooks Cheese Company to go with it.
Yeah, this is home for you. Let's put up the information on the screen right now. Again, they'll be cutting the cheese later on today, 5 o'clock here in Mineral Point. So you can get your hands on this. And Tony, you guys had 1,000 pounds available.
1,000 pounds available.
900 pounds is already gone?
A little over 900. So if you really want some, you better be contacting us today, probably.
Yeah, earlier than later, right? All right, so I've got a little bit of a sample here, guys. Take a look at this. We mentioned $209 a pound, so this is probably worth a couple of dollars here, just one little piece.
This tiny little shaving.
Oh my gosh. That is so good.
So is it supposed to get sharper? It's supposed to get sharper as it gets older.
That's a way to start a Monday. It does, and I can confirm that. That is so good.
Can you bring those little shards back for us, Josh?
I'll try my best. No promises.
He's going to eat it on the way back. Did you guys know I had Hooks Cheese at my wedding? I would have married Hooks Cheese if it was a person.
Did you really?
Yeah. Yes,
Leah loves Hooks.
I love Hooks.
I didn't even know that.
I love it. Love it. Josh Sprider, making us
Now I know
hungry
why it was
this
so
morning.
good.
Yeah, you better believe it.
If you have an inspirational story for Josh, he'd love to hear from you. Reach out on social media or email him for a chance to be featured.